Alright guys, welcome to the channel. It's been a minute since I've been out on the water. Probably, I'm gonna say 2 or 3, maybe 4 weeks. So it's all brand new today. The water temp has dropped since I was out here last time. It's in the mid 50s now. I'm showing 56 right here where I'm at. I'm sitting out here in 26 feet of water, and I'm starting with the deep water today. Not gonna worry about the shallow bite right now. I don't know that there would even be a shallow bite. Possibly in some of the run-ins because we have had some rain. And that's one thing I learned from fishing Smith Lake years ago, that you always check those run-ins in the winter after the rain. So we will do that in a little while. But right now, first of all, I'm starting out deep, and gonna have the wind to contend with a little bit today. That's all right. I'm kind of prepared for it. So hang out. Let's see if we can put a bass in the boat and eliminate that big zero. You guys stay with me. Let's put one in the boat. There we go. Get on up here, Junior. There we go. No skunk today. How about that? Oh, easy, little teeth. Easy. Alright, guys. Let's see. I got weight run through the gills and everything else. I don't know about all that. There we go. Got him loose. I hope the sun's not all up in the camera. Not a monster, but man, when I've searched and I've searched, it took me about an hour to figure out, man, these fish, they're deep. They're still in the timber. They're still in the trees. Get him back. Let me show you what I got on. Now I don't have my little finesse worm on today, even though I got it on a drop shot. I've got a 6-inch cream scoundrel. This is a pumpkin chartreuse tail, 3/8 ounce weight. It's a drop shot weight, but it's a 3/8 ounce. I'd like to thank my buddy Terry for hooking me up with this little rig today. If you can see that, this is a little rig I'm trying out that Terry found. Terry Morgan, good friend of mine. We help each other with a lot of stuff, and it just eliminates a kind of regular drop shot knot, I guess. I'm not sure I like it as far as it being really finesse, because you got all that hardware there, but it is simple. You tie your line on the top, you tie your weight on the bottom, and your hook stands out. And obviously the fish will hit it because I just caught one. So, and this is some of the toughest conditions that we're gonna have. Let me get it back out there while I'm talking. And I'm sitting right on the edge of a little long sloping point in about 16, 17 feet of water, but I'm throwing out in 25 to 30 feet and pulling it up. And it's got some brush. I felt some brush down there already, but it's not loaded. But coming up this bank, with this 3/8 ounce drop shot weight, you feel every little thing. That fish did not hit while I was moving it. It was while I had it pulled tight, just holding it. I had bumped it up a couple times and then just sort of pulled tight on it. And what that does is that bait floats up off the bottom, and it's just sitting there. And to a bass, that's an easy meal. It's just sitting there. It's like, hey, here you go. And it's not trying to run away. All they got to do is suck it in, and that's what happened. And there's no mistaking when you get a bite like that, because you've got your line pulled tight. And when he hit it, I immediately tried to find my line, and he was coming to me, so I had to catch up with him. And once I felt a little bit of tension, I pulled back on him. You don't have to give it a major hook set. That hook's coming right through the top of that lip. That's one of my favorite things about fishing the drop shot, is where that hook usually hooks them is right in the top of the lip. Good for catch and release, good for hook ratio set up to have success, because it's right there in the top. They're pulling down and they generally stay pinned. I really enjoy this setup. I'm gonna test this little rig out with I don't know what the hook's called. It's got the little swivel with it, but I'm gonna fish it today and give it a fair chance. First bite I've actually got today on it. I caught the fish, so that's a good sign, I think. Anyway, hang around. We're gonna see if we can put another one in the boat. We're gonna work our way. I'm gonna fish this area 5 or 10 more minutes. I'm not gonna try to burn the areas down, and move down 30, 40, 50 yards, same depth, and work this long parallel bank at this same depth. Try to stay, 20, 25 feet of water is where I'm targeting. So hang out with me. Let's see if we can get us another in the boat. I'll let you know when it happens. Alright guys, it's been a long, tough day so far, but I just got me another bite. I'm sitting in 22 feet of water, and let me show you the freaking bluegill I just got. Oh my God, that's a big one. Wow, that is oh, easy, buddy. You'll behave. I will get rid of this little hook out your face. Show all these fine people. He is not interested. If he'll be still, I can literally get my thumb in his mouth. He ain't having it. There we go. If I can get, look at the size of that. That is a filleting gill if I ever seen one. There's my hand. There's my fish. That's sure enough a eater right there. I don't have anything to put him in, or I would for sure probably take him home 22 feet deep, about 6 or 8 inches off the bottom. So if any of you bluegill fishermen, these fish are deep, buddy, that is a filleting. It wouldn't take but 4 or 5 of them right there and you'd have supper. That is a fine one. It pulled hard just for a minute, but with this tackle, I'm gonna get him on back. Thank you. And I had worked my bait in from a cast. Let me show you. He popped that 4-inch worm on the drop shot rig that I've been bass fishing with, and just now changed worms. I've been throwing the purple today, and the purple got me a bite earlier, which you saw that little fish, and then I fished 2 or 3 hours. Let's see, a couple hours, had a couple bites. I had 1 bite on a jig and I missed every one of them. Worked this bait in all the way from about 15-20 feet right up out here next to the boat. I got bit just a few minutes ago, so I just dropped it on the other side. I refixed my worm, put it out here on the other side and fished vertical, and bam, that may have been what bit a few minutes ago. There may be more than one. I don't see a lot going on down there fish wise. It's a hard bottom, so there's not like standing trees right here. I don't know what he was on, but I'm gonna drop it down again, because a lot of times in the winter you will find these bass, these bigger fish come through these areas. I don't know if this is gonna be a school of these. Man, if I found a school of brim that big, I'd come back next week with some bait tackle rigged for them, and I'd like to have a mess of them. But I'm gonna drop it back down just to see if I can get another bite. Could get a bass. I know I've dropped my cameras in some of these same spots, and you'll be amazed when you drop a camera down and leave it for 30 or 40 minutes at the bass that will come through, the big schools of brim that will come through, an occasional catfish or whatever. They all frequent these same areas. There's usually bait involved, and your bigger fish are around the bait. But I'm gonna fish here. I was almost ready to move and change locations. That was pretty cool. I didn't know what I had. I knew it was swimming. It just sort of gave up after a couple of reels, and it just felt heavy all of a sudden, but then it gave up and come on up. Wow, big old gill. May have to come back here in a week or so. Bring some worms and some little hooks and rethink my fishing trip. Bring my cooler with me. Anyway, let's see what else we can get. We're gonna go back on up the lake. We're gonna hunt us another bass. Maybe we can get another one before the clouds move in. It gets chilly out here. When they go away, it's a really nice, beautiful day. But hang out with me, see what else I can get in the boat. You never know. Easy, buddy. Easy, 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 easy. In the boat. Wow. Been a long dry stretch today in between bites. Another hour and a half hasp my bluegill bite to get me another bass. There's the evidence in his mouth, and the little hook right in the roof of the mouth where they're supposed to go. There's the, maybe you can see that sticking right out the top right there. That's pretty good. Getting ready to wind my day up and hitting a couple spots close, and bam, right out of the blue. So I'll take them. Little bites better than no bites. Now, I don't even think he's as heavy as my bluegill was. He's about the same, I guess. Fine little old bass, little largemouth. Let you go. Now, I swapped worms again. Let me get this straightened out. I'll show you. This is, the color is, it's called iced tea. There it is right there. It ought to show up really good in that sunshine. Little 4-inch scoundrel on an iced tea color. That's a pretty neat deal. Now, I don't even remember. I've cast so much out in here, I don't remember exactly where I had cast that one. So I can't put it right back in the same spot. But hey, we'll fan cast around. Maybe he's got a friend. Hang out. Maybe that won't be the last one of the day. Well, guys, it's been a pretty slow day. Only a couple bass and one monster bluegill. I didn't cover near as much water as I thought I was going to when I came out today. So kind of the numbers not being very good, that's probably on me for not covering more water. The fish are still deep. I didn't get any shallow bites at all. I did get a jig bite. He stripped off my trailer, and that was the end of the jig bite. And then everything else was on the drop shot. 4-inch worm, a couple different colors, the purple, the iced tea, and the natural color that cream makes. So sometimes we have those days, not a lot of numbers, but we did not get the big 0, so that's good. And I'm gonna wind it up. Sun's going down, it's about to get cold. I'd rather not be cold. I'll catch you guys on the water next time. Stay safe. I'll see you then.